Hello everyone, we have a parametric equation question here. So it says the curve C has parametric equations x is equal to sine 2 theta and y is equal to cosec cube theta. Find an expression for dy by dx in terms of theta. So first of all, we're going to find an expression for dx by d theta. So x is equal to sine 2 theta. So therefore dx by d theta is going to equal, now let's think about the chain rule. Sine is going to differentiate to cosine, so cos 2 theta, and then using the chain rule we've got to times that by the derivative of the inner function, which is 2. So that differentiates into 2 cos 2 theta. Okay, now we've got to do the same with y, so we found our dx by d theta there. So y is equal to cosec cubed theta. Now, the first thing to note is that this means the same thing as cosec theta all cubed. I think it's often helpful to think about it as cosec x cubed rather than thinking of it as cosec cubed theta. So again, we're going to differentiate this using the chain rule. So dy by d theta is going to be, we differentiate the outer function, so that's going to go to 3 cosec theta all squared. And then using the chain rule, we need to times that by the derivative of the inner function, which is the derivative of cosec. And we can see that cosec differentiates into minus cosec cot. So let's write that down. So times by, put this in brackets, minus cosec theta cot theta, like so. So we can bring that together now. So that goes to minus 3 cosec theta all cubed, because cosec squared times cosec, and then times by cot theta. So that's our expression for our dy by d theta. So we've got to find an expression for dy by dx, so it's time to bring our two results together now by using the chain rule. And the chain rule is going to be here that dy by dx is going to equal dy by d theta times by d theta by dx, because we imagine that those two cancel out, which of course they don't really, but we just sort of think about it that way. So our dy by d theta is our minus 3 cosec theta all cubed cot theta. So that's our dy by dx there. And d theta by dx is 1 over this result we had here. So 1 over cos 2 theta. So over 2 cos 2 theta. Okay, and that's our expression for our dy by dx. And to be honest, I think we can just leave that as it is. I don't think there's any need to do anything more with that. So that's our dy by dx, and that's part A done. Now, part B, hence find the exact value of the gradient of the tangent to C at the point where y is equal to 8. So when we're finding a gradient, we need to know a couple of things. We need to know a point on the line. And so when we're finding an equation of a tangent, rather, we need to know two things. A point on the line, and we could also do with knowing the gradient of the line as well. So they're telling us at the point where y is equal to 8. Okay, so if we're going to basically use that, we need to know what's the value of theta that corresponds to. Okay, so let's start off with that piece of information. They've told us that y is equal to 8. And y in the question is cosec cubed theta is equal to 8. Now, cosec cubed is 1 over sine cubed. So that, excuse me, that can be written as 1 over sine theta all cubed is equal to 8. Take the reciprocal of both sides, which now means that sine cubed theta is equal to an 1/8. So sine theta all cubed is equal to 1/8. Cube root both sides now. Cube root both sides, so that gives us that sine theta is equal to 1/2. Okay, that's really nice. Sine theta is equal to 1/2. Let's draw our little graph of sine theta. We're looking for in the interval between 0 and pi over 2. Well, there's pi, and there's pi over 2. So we can see we've only got one solution that we're after in this particular interval. And if I do inverse, make sure my calculator is in radian mode, angle unit radians, inverse sine of 0.5 gives me pi over 6. So therefore the corresponding theta value is that theta is pi over 6. So that's really useful now that we know that theta is equal to pi over 6, because from that we can find out our dy by dx, and we can also, in fact it only wants us to find the value of the gradient. There was me thinking that we needed to find the equation of the line. So actually we only need to find the gradient, so that's really good. So now that we know that theta is pi over 6, we can come back to our dy by dx expression and just sub in pi over 6. So dy by dx is going to equal minus 3 cosec pi over 6 all cubed times by cot of pi over 6 all over 2 times cos of 2 times pi over 6, like so. Right, now let's think about that. Now, how do we work this out? It can be a little bit tricky and easy to make a mistake here if we're not too careful. Right, let's think about how we're going to deal with this a little bit here. Right, so first of all, cosec pi over 6. So that is going to be 1 over sine of pi over 6. So let's do sine of pi over 6. And sine of pi over 6 is a half. Okay, so we've got minus 3. Okay, minus 3 times by 1 over a half all cubed. So let's just think about that again. Cosec pi over 6 is the same as 1 over sine of pi over 6, and sine of pi over 6 is a half, so it's 1 over a half cubed, times by cot of pi over 6, and cotangent of pi over 6 is 1 over tan of pi over 6, and tan of pi over 6 is equal to root 3 over 3. So we've got 1 over root 3 over 3 there. Okay, and then this is over 2 times by cosine of pi over 3, because 2 times pi over 6 is pi over 3. So cosine of pi divided by 3 is equal to a half. So that's going to be 2 times by 1/2. Well, that's super nice, isn't it? Okay, so 1 over a half is 2, and 2 cubed is 8. So minus 3 times by 8 is going to be minus 24. 1 over root 3 over 3 is the same as 3 over root 3. Half times 2 is 1. Okay, so we've got minus 24 times by 3 over root 3. So we just now need to rationalize the denominator by multiplying the numerator and the denominator by root 3. So that gives us 24 over 3. So we're going to have minus 24 times by 3 times by root 3, all divided by 3, because root 3 times root 3 is 3. So they cancel, and that gives us a final answer of minus 24 root 3, which is our answer. Perfect. I hope you're finding these videos helpful. Remember, if you are finding them helpful, do remember to like and subscribe to the channel. If you subscribe to the channel, that's going to help me to keep on growing the channel and keep on making more videos. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.